Imagine you're standing on the edge of a small farming village about 9,500 years ago. The day's work is over. Farmers have packed away their harvest inside clay jars. Children have gathered around the evening fire, and one by one the lights begin to disappear. Before long, the village is asleep. But out in the darkness, something else is awake. Hidden among the rocks is a small wildcat. It isn't interested in the people. It isn't even interested in the grain they've worked so hard to harvest. What it's really after are the mice that have come to feast on it. As soon as the village falls quiet, the cat moves. Slowly, almost silently. It slips between the houses, weaving through shadows as if it has done this 100 times before. Every movement is deliberate. Every pause is calculated. Within minutes, another mouse is gone. To the villagers, it's just another night. To that wildcat, it's an easy meal. Neither realizes they're taking part in the beginning of a relationship that will last for thousands of years. Today, more than 600 million cats live alongside humans. They curl up on our sofas, wake us before sunrise demanding breakfast, and somehow manage to convince us that we're the ones living in their house. But here's what's remarkable. Unlike dogs, cats probably weren't domesticated because humans went looking for them. In many ways, the evidence suggests the opposite. Cats found us first, and once they did, they never really left. That's the mystery we're going to unravel today. Most people assume the story begins in ancient Egypt. It's an easy conclusion to reach. Egyptian artwork is filled with cats. They were worshipped, protected by law, and even mummified alongside their owners. For generations, historians believed this was where cats first became our companions. Then archaeology turned the story upside down. In 2004, researchers excavating a site on the island of Cyprus uncovered a burial dating back roughly 9,500 years. Inside was something no one expected, a human buried beside a cat. That discovery pushed the timeline back by several thousand years. And it raised an even bigger question. Cats aren't native to Cyprus. Someone had deliberately brought that animal across the sea. Think about what that means for a moment. Crossing open water wasn't a casual trip in the Stone Age. If people were willing to transport a cat to an island, it must have been worth the effort. So what made this small predator so valuable? The answer has less to do with cats, and more to do with one of the biggest turning points in human history. Agriculture. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans lived as hunter-gatherers, moving from place to place in search of food. Then around 10,000 years ago, everything began to change. People settled down, planted crops, and for the first time started storing large amounts of grain. It was a revolutionary idea. It was also an open invitation for rodents. Every storehouse became a buffet for mice. As villages grew, so did the rodent population, threatening harvests that entire communities depended on to survive. The farmers had created a problem they didn't know how to solve. Fortunately, another animal already did. The Near Eastern wildcat had spent thousands of years perfecting one skill: hunting small rodents. To a wildcat, these new farming villages weren't dangerous places filled with humans. They were giant hunting grounds. The cats weren't following people. They were following dinner. And without either species planning it, one of history's most successful partnerships quietly began.